Hey you guys, welcome back to michaelclair.arts. Welcome. Today is a wonderful day because I get to share with you a wonderful new product. I have been tasked once again with reviewing of a product. Now we are going to draw today because at the end of the day, drawing is the focus of this channel. And I will be talking over the drawing and explaining some of the process. But the reality of this particular and focus, not the reality, but the focus of this particular video will be the reviewing of a product that I think could really help some of you guys in your studio. You know, this channel really focuses on drawing in the studio environment. And as long as the products lend themselves to the studio environment or protect a piece of technology or streamline the creative process, I'm going to support it. So the folks over there at X Layout contacted me and said, hey, we'd love to do a collaboration with you. And we're going to send you free of charge one of our tablet / phone holders for the desk. So if you guys don't know, so there's my professional setup. It's fixing to change once again. There's my professional setup. So I've got on the left-hand side right here, I've got a 24-inch or a 22-inch, 20-inch Apple display. Here is a 24-inch tablet, and there's a large, I think that's 42-inch screen television. And then over here, I've got another 24-inch tablet that I utilize in my videos. I'm fixing to change the setup once again because I'm realizing that I need more screens. How many screens do you need, Michael? Oh my gosh, you've got so many. So typically what I'll do is I'll have my main drawing tablet, and then I'll have a reference tablet that is connected to my Mac. I use a Mac Mini for my main computer, and then I'll use the television if I want to watch TV, cartoons, whatever. But what I'm constantly running into is I'll have my iPad, and I want to use my iPad for quick reference or something like that if I've got other reference up. So that's where this comes in. This is a tablet holder, phone holder that you attach to the desk, and it looks like it goes up and down and it expands. So I am anxious to see exactly what I can utilize this for. So like I said, I use my tablets. I've got many tablets, right? Especially nowadays that I do reviews, I get sent tablets all the time. And what I'm also realizing is I've got my 24-inch, and a lot of times I want to segue over and maybe draw something a little bit smaller and use the drawing as reference, and I don't want to have to save a JPEG and all this stuff. So I'll be modifying my setup soon to include possibly a secondary drawing screen. And this is going to really become handy because I can stick, tablets on it, especially whenever I'm doing reviews or if I have, a phone call or something like that. So, video call, of course. So this particular holder on their website, which is xlayout.net, it retails for $80. And what we're going to do today, it says it's got double arm overlapping storage structure, saving valuable time on your desk. So I'm sure that it expands and it doesn't have a bunch of apparatus and stuff like that. And then the holder expands to a tablet. I don't know what size. We're going to see. Oh, awesome. Compatible with devices ranging from 5.5 inches to 12.9. So I currently have a iPad Pro that I use for drawing, occasionally videos and reference and stuff like that. The only caveat to that would be 12.9 is the maximum. Do they allow space for a case? We'll see that. And then 360 rotating ball head and main arm provide an all-around viewing angle. So that's pretty cool. So what we're going to do, we're going to unbox it. We're going to look at it, and we're going to see how it integrates itself into my world. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, and here's the box. The printing's really nice. It's got variable printing, which means the white is matte and the printing has a gloss sheen to it. Says extra large, I'm sorry, not extra large, but X layout exclusive. So based upon what I see, this is the same tablet holder that I find on their website right here. You can see, again, that website is xlayout.net, and it shows the holder in different colors. It comes in 2 different colors. And as we scroll through, you can see it holding, large devices, iPad, and the construction looks really nice. So we're going to go ahead and unbox it. And again, the retail on this is $80, and I'm sure that they'll charge you shipping for that as well. So let's go ahead and add to cart just to see. Okay. We're going to check out taxes, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so you got to put in your address and stuff like that. I'm not going to do that today, but just know that the retail on this is $79.99. I looked for it on Amazon, and I did not find it on Amazon as per the X Layout name, but I'm sure as we go through this review that I probably will end up finding something on Amazon, hopefully. Box is very nice, very secure. So very reminiscent of an iPod or an iPad box. Let's go ahead and see. Oh, we got another one down here. Very secure. Okay. Yay! Oh, nice! Wow. Double backed, wrapped around. I'm a product designer as well as a illustrator, graphic designer, 3D sculptor, but I do a lot of packaging in my job, and this is very well done. I mean, wow, look at that. Just so nice. Oh, and it unfolds. Look at how cool this is. Whoever designed this really has an effect. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh. Look at this, you guys. Wow. Look at the printing. What is this? Oh, unfolds. Look at the color. Look at the, limited space, infinite layout. Oh, I love it. Okay, utilization. About X Layout. They kind of give you an overview of exactly who they are as a company. Selected materials, space utilization, multifunctional, very nice printing. Oh, man. Unified look. This is coming from, again, a viewpoint of design. And like I said, whoever is in charge of their package stuff is A+ so far. Wow. Good plastic, not the cheap acetate stuff. Okay, this is the user manual. Limited space. Invitation. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop that out. This is kind of like a credit card. It says, enjoy the benefits of becoming our membership. Becoming our membership. Becoming part of our membership. We will keep members updated with new product release and special coupons, so on and so forth. Yeah. They had they created a card for this. I mean, I could use this in numerous areas. Very well done. Again, A++. Let's go ahead and put the instructions right there. Wow. You never see stuff like this. Not at this price point, not at this particular kind of device. Most of the time it's in a brown box and they just put it in the brown box and call that a day. This has thought. Wow. I mean, this is like they use in sound equipment. Wow, and everything is separated into its own little cubby. Oh, man. Very robust. Very well done. Plastics are top notch. Oh, man, the metal, and it's got rubberized grips. Wow. Okay. So far, you can tell by my reaction, I'm floored by this. So let's go. Oh, yeah. And this is, whenever you pick something up, and typically you can tell whether it's good quality or it's garbage. This is very nice quality. Machined aluminum, stainless steel. Wow. Okay, we're going to go ahead and remove this, make sure that I get everything. I did. Let's go ahead and press all of it. Look at how beautiful that is. I mean, look at that. Creates an X. Come on. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the items. So that big box and all that fanfare for this item. I mean, yeah. This tells me the company has budget, they have R&D, they have control of their suppliers, they have control of their printing. I mean, like, if you look at this, all metal, all machined aluminum. This even has an inset bezel. Oh, wow. And it's toned. It's got like a copper tone to it. Wow. This is... Oh, listen to the click. They didn't have to put that in there. Man, this is cool. Okay, you can tell I'm like a kid in a candy store. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead. We're going to insert the ball. I'm sure that there is places in, as you see, and then you can screw it in. Okay. I can tell you right now, I'm loving this. So I'm screwing this in to tighten it. 360 degrees. So you have actuation this direction, actuation this direction, actuation this direction. Wow. A little rubberized grippy on the side. And instead of it being shiny, it's got a matte finish, and I'm putting fingerprints on it, and I'm not seeing any fingerprints at all. This is pretty standard. I would like to see a little bit better of an execution in terms of clamp. This technology probably 125 years old, and they could probably come up with something a little bit better, but I mean, it works, right? I do see that this is glued into the bottom, but this is not plastic. Most of these are plastic right here, and they end up breaking. And this is very robust aluminum, and you can see bottom where it does not come in contact with the desk. It doesn't have anything, but on here, you do have rubberized here and here. So let's go ahead and mount this and stick my iPad on it and see how good the X layout tablet / device phone holder is. All right, let's do this. Before I do that, we're gonna go ahead and open up the directions and look. I always, again, product designer, this is product designer in me. Most of the time, the plastic that comes with these devices is garbage. This is good acetate plastic. I know it's, you're only interested in the arm or the drawing, but this is part of it. So again, branding across the entire board. I can't read that. Service card, if there's any issues or whatsoever, you contact them, pretty standard. And product certification, it has a product certification card, typically, the QC quality control, drop test, durability test, visual inspection, electronic PCBA, because if it has any PCBAs, which are plastics that degrade over time, and you can get microplastics in your blood, doesn't have any of that. Performance testing of silicone. So these are silicone and not just rubber. It makes a difference because silicone is much better than standard rubber or plastic. And you can go through if you wish, and you can read exactly what you need to do. Clamp adjustment. It tells you how to operate the device, the size it will sustain, so on and so forth, angle adjustment. Very good. A+. All right, let's go ahead and get started and mount this and do some drawing. Looks like the ease of installation is pretty straightforward. So you take the device, right? You adjust the distance so you can make sure and mount it properly. Needs to be flush. So righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Screw it tight enough to where it doesn't move, but don't over-tighten because you will end up causing an issue. So this is pretty secure. It's not going anywhere. Okay, let's go ahead and get a device. Here's an iPad in case, 12.9, iPad Pro. Let's go ahead and see if I can mount it without too much. Actually, let's take it out of the case. Here we go, 12.9. No problem. Look at that. Okay. So now I can have it as needed, and to adjust here, and then what I would do is I'd go to the back and I would tighten it to make sure. Okay. Very nice. Okay. And like I said before, I will be changing my setup periodically. And what's nice about the Macintosh is I can actually cast to the iPad to make it another device. So in this current position, I can use this as reference. I can turn it. I can turn it. I can have it up. As you can see, as I draw, right, I can have it right next to me. And it stays completely still. It's got resistance in this fulcrum arm and in the ball here and here to not have it slowly go down over time. And I can just sit there and draw. And whenever I need to, boom, good to go. Okay, so here I have the X layout desk arm mounted here at my workstation. You see I've got it clamped right there to the desk, and I've got my 12.9 inch iPad right here on the right hand side for reference. So as you see in the background, I've got a larger 24 inch monitor that I typically use for reference. But what I like about this is I can have my reference right there, and I can have additional reference right here whenever needed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set the camera up so you guys can see this, this being utilized in its entirety. So I'll just do a really quick sketch of the squirrel, and you guys can kind of see exactly what I'm talking about. What's nice is I can lower this. I can lower this down. You can see right there, there's the fulcrum arm, but I've got it positioned perfect. And also, if I need to, have this going, for YouTube or watching a tutorial while I work, it's just really great for that use. So let's go ahead and get started and do a drawing. All right, so because this is, of course, a drawing channel, I wanted to show you, again, as stated in the previous clip, the X layout arm in its native environment. I've got it there to the right, and you can position it pretty much anywhere you want to, as long as you have a stable desk and it's not too far away. You can use this as an entertainment hub. You can use it as a webcam. You can use it, as reference as I am here. You can buy multiple. I mean, it's basically creating a secondary reference place where I can look at exactly what I need to. Of course you can say, hey, you've got that other monitor in the back, and that's enough. And the reality is that's probably enough, but it's always nice to have something that's extremely custom to exactly my environment, my studio environment, constantly changing. And I think that, this really fits the bill, especially working digitally. You could also, one could argue you could put this on a painter's easel and have it work exactly, in that environment as well. So kudos to X Layout. And that pretty much wraps up my review of the X Layout, desk mount. This is a really handy thing for the studio. You can have more than one, propping up your reference tablet, or if you like, you can put your phone up here if you like to watch videos or whatever. I think this is just a great companion for illustrators, graphic designers, and whatever else you can think of nowadays. Back in the old days, people used webcams, right? They had webcams, and they still sell webcams, believe it or not. But in this day and age where you can basically contact or connect tablets and phones with the cameras in there, this could also act as, you know, your tablet slash webcam mount, right? It's just something that I think that, you know, based upon what I see in the fit and finish, the quality, that this would be a great addition to anybody's studio environment. So that was a fun review, right? You know, I've always been a proponent of something that adds value to the studio environment. And this tablet holder, phone holder from X Layout really fits the bill in a very specific way. You know, at a price point of 80 bucks, do I think it's a great value? I think it'll probably last to the duration of how you use it. The fit and finish materials, it's all aluminum, brushed aluminum. The plastics are really good. And just overall, the fit and finish is just fantastic. And, you know, case in point, the packaging. I gushed over the packaging because the majority of the companies out there that manufacture products like this just stick it in a brown box, and they don't have, you know, they don't have a lot of mental capacity and expansion to really have the experience that this particular company, X Layout, has. I definitely recommend you looking them up. It's www.xlayout.net. Go look at their website. And what's really cool is their website, you know, the color layout and the color motif matches the packaging. And the way they presented it is whoever created this, whoever's in charge of their marketing, it is phenomenal. I mean, the fonts match on their website that matches with their box, their color scheme, their logo is ingrained. And, you know, the product they make is absolutely fantastic. And definitely go check them out. You know, I think that, like I said, it would probably last years and years and years. I've got crappy, you know, things that break all the time. I've got stands here in front of me that break all the time. This product is such a well-engineered, you know, tablet holder. And I've been reviewing weird products recently, and some of them really, you just open them up, you look at them and say, okay, it works, and then you move on. But I think it's important to note that whenever you look at a product like this, it's much more than just, you know, just an executed, you know, arm that goes back and forth. There's engineering that goes in, there's thought, there's marketing, there's meetings, there's manufacturing. I mean, there's a whole juggernaut of production cycle that goes through. Of course, you know, me being a product designer, I know the other side of things, and whenever they do it right, I kind of gush a little bit because I think it's cool. So anyway, thank you guys for visiting the channel. I got a lot of stuff coming up for you guys. I mean, lots and lots of really cool things, product reviews, drawing tutorials. You know, I'm even thinking about going out and doing some on-site drawing, you know, here in the mountains. So stay tuned, and we'll see you next time. Okay, guys? Bye.